Welcome to the channel for the first time viewers. Welcome back for my existing subscribers. Today I want to share 5 tips that are going to help you out in Warzone. I am a newer Warzone player myself, so these are some of the things that when I stepped away after having successful games, that I was able to determine that some of these were the factors in those specific games at one point or another. Alright, so I'm not one for wasting a lot of time. Let's go ahead and kick it off with the first tip I want to give you. That is that you need to go ahead and not go for your loadout right away. You need to go ahead and nix that idea. What I would recommend you do, especially for loadouts, look at how many fell. If more than one fell, there's probably some other enemy teams directly around. Second, you want to make sure that you don't go directly to it because somebody might be watching and using it as bait to get an easy kill. That's something I do. I can't say how many teams that with either sniper rifles or ARs locked in on them. We wait for them to get their loadout, and like as soon as they get to the box and you can see the animation start, like the guy literally just stops moving. And, he's looking through his inventory, free shots. So that's some easy kills. Circle around the area, secure the area, and then you can either all go together or send one person at a time or 2 people at a time, depending on how you're playing. That's just one thing I like to get out there. And like I said, contributing factors to why we've won. There's been times where we've caught teams trying to pretty much pick us off at loadout. There's been times where we've been killed not paying attention and we just went straight to our loadout, even though it was only one box that fell. You got to factor everybody could see it coming from this guy. So that's number 1. Number 2, I would say make sure that you focus fire when you're playing together, right? So what that means is you got a buddy, you got 3 buddies, however many, if you're playing solo squads. Solos, that you can't really do it, but squads, duos, trios, right? When you see somebody, you need to be within a reasonable range of your teammate so that you all can focus fire. It's just basic math. They can't get enough shots down range to down you, break your armor, and kill you if all 3 or 4 of you, or even 2 of you, are shooting at that same person. Yeah, they might get lucky, but it's not as likely as a one-on-one gunfight that you got shot in the back one time already, and then now you're turning around to find out where they are. Now you just got shot 2 more times, your armor broke, you found where they are, you start returning fire, you get maybe one lucky shot, and he just finishes you off because you have no more armor. So that's usually the scenarios that I find myself in. Is we're focus firing, and you'll see a lot of times when we win our games, the final gunfights is usually 2v1s or 3v1s, and we're just focus firing, picking off the enemy team. So yeah, just try to figure out the best way to move, loot, and kind of just go about the game is one unit. That's the best thing. That's the best advice I could give you, because you will win a lot more gunfights when you focus fire and damage trade there. So yeah, that's number 2. Number 3 is make your decisions and roll with it, right? And what I mean by that, you got to be decisive. If you make a mistake, you got to make it full speed and then learn from it. So there's a lot of times where we've died. I was talking to Lord Dilly. It's kind of funny because we lost the game. I think it was a top placing game, but the reason we lost is because we were just indecisive as hell. We just sat there and was like, I don't know. I don't know. It was just one of those things where no one said to do anything, and we all just kind of vegged out and didn't make a play. Like no one was moving. So yeah, make a decision, go with it, and stick with it. So that'll save you a lot from maybe you're like, oh, let me go for that loadout, right? And then you guys secure the area. Somebody goes for it, and then they get halfway down. They're like, no, I think I heard somebody, and they go back. And now somebody's out now watching. You could have already picked it up, did your thing, or you decide to run into a building, and then you don't fully commit. Like you go halfway full speed, and then you stop on the stairs. Well, at that point, they already heard you kick open the door like your FBI. You might as well fail fast, That's just advice on just being a little bit more aggressive. That's something that I've been working on as far as being decisive. It also helps you out in gunfights. Like when you got to pick between 2 people, not poking 5 shots at one person and then like 7 shots at another. Like you literally finish this person, and if the other person gets you, it is what it is. Like you already made your decision. I think it'll help you focus more because you're not like, oh man, there's 2 people. It's like, I'm gonna finish this guy. And once that person's down, it's like, all right, let me play it up. Let me do this. Let me go for the second guy. And it's a decision that you just made at that time. So make your bed and then lay in it. That is tip number 3 for you. Number 4. You want to find your style of gunning, right? and that one is one of the easier ones. It's play some multiplayer, watch some tutorial videos. I had a couple class setups from some Warzone wins if you want to see what I have to say about, loadouts. There's a ton of different content you can watch about that. That's just beating a dead horse. But try some of this stuff out. See which one sticks best for you. And sometimes you'll find that maybe a gun you find on the floor is amazing and you're the best with it. So go make that class. If you go play some multiplayer, unlock the attachments they have, and then make that class yourself. So that's one of your loadouts that comes down as soon as you get your supply drop. Not your supply drop, but yeah, it is your supply drop. As soon as you get your loadout box or your loadout marker. So that is something I would say that is very useful, especially in a shooting game. That's just common sense. If you can win your gunfights, there's a high probability that if you're damage trading, shooting at the one enemy together, and you're using a gun that suits the way you play, man, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And sometimes you just get outgunned because they're better than you. It's not going to automatically make you better than everybody just because you have a gun that you're good with. Still people that are better than you. But putting yourself in the best position to win, I'd say 3 good players, if 2 of them are on the same team firing at one guy, that other good player that's on the other team, he's in a world of hurt. Because even though he's as good at them individually, it's a 2v1 and he's toast. And even if it was an even, like, it's duos and your squad versus their squad, if you could focus fire on one dude, knock him out the game completely, figure out where the other guy is, knock him out the game, you good. And another thing that ties to that is when you're comfortable with the gun you're using, it'll help you out in the situations when you have to win your 1v1s. Because there are those situations that it's just you and one other person, and you gotta win. You can't just rely only on focus firing. Although most of the time, if your teammate's alive, it's a good method. But sometimes your teammate might be inside of a building, you get caught outside, and they can't even get to the window yet. So you just gotta win your gunfights. So being comfortable with the gun is gonna help you out a lot. The last tip, and tip number 5, is gonna be you got to make clear comms. A lot of times people will rage. This is something that a lot of people got to work on. It's just making sure that whenever you die or whenever you see somebody, you look at the compass. If you know the call outs and you and your teammates are that good at the game where you can just say the specific buildings, go for it, right? Make the best call out you can and then just be quiet. Because you can hear so much in this game. Sometimes I'm like paranoid. People be like, bro, you're always hearing something. And then I'd say 2 out of the 3 times it's because somebody's outside creeping, or somebody drove by a little bit in the distance, and then now we get a second glimpse of them. So there's a lot of times where I think I heard something, but I'm just like, it probably was somebody, just maybe not be right here. So yeah, clear comms helps you. It takes you really far as teamwork and being able to like pull out. Let's say somebody dies and 2 of you are still alive, right? And they're yelling in the mic, and you 2 are trying to coordinate where you're gonna push this guy from, and then get that focus fire that we talked about going. Well, if somebody's yelling in the mic, you might not hear that other teammate's call out, and then just end up being like, well, I guess I'll push out here, and then you die too. That's the other thing. I can't stand that, man. It's not a tip I'm gonna give y'all, but taking turns getting killed is stupid. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. No. Don't do that. Like if a teammate dies, y'all better push at the same time from 2 different angles so he can't look 2 ways at once and kill him, or just leave. Like if you don't think you can win the gunfight, just leave. The worst thing you could do is get your whole team eliminated one by one. Like y'all push the same guy that's on the head glitch. One dude dies, he's like, oh man, Timmy died. Another guy goes in there, oh man, James died. And then you go out there like you're the last hero, and then you get gunned down too. And now y'all in the gulag. So with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Yeah, first Warzone tutorial video as far as gameplay goes. Let me know what I missed, or if you guys have any other tips for the other subscribers and viewers. Just drop it in the comment section. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be easy.
Yep, just to your right, downstairs. I got you. Can't get us from where we're at.
Relocating the safe zone.
Dropping the plates.
He's down in the train. He's inside the train. He was inside the train, but the gas forced him out. He's gonna be down here somewhere, probably, most likely.
I need help. On the ledge. He's on the ping. Playing the tree. Shot his foot.
I got one. I got played up.
Armor broke.
I'm
Armor
watching our
broke.
back.
Got movement.
Yeah, our back's clear.
Inside the safe zone.
I can't get that guy, man.
Is he behind the tree?
Yeah, he's behind the tree. Get his limbs when they pop out.
That's a win.
Got him.
Took what was yours and made them pay for it.
Nice, boys.
That sucks.
Dash the
What a way to
game,
die,
folks.
bro.